We're going to answer the question what to do for phase 2. After CAT results are out, how should one prepare for the next phase, the personal interview, group discussion, WAT phase. The WAT and group discussion I'm going to set aside. We'll come back to that later on. There are other videos to look into, check those out. But for personal interview, it's the most vital component. Fine. So prepare on 3 fronts, the 3 buckets in which you have to prepare on. One is what I'm going to call broadly as HR questions or human resources questions, which are kind of questions that students are not used to at this level of age and experience. Right? So these are the questions that go on. Tell me about yourself. What are your strengths and weaknesses? Why would you want to do an MBA? Why do you want to do an MBA now? Which elective would you like to select? These are questions about you and about general character traits and personality and non-subject specific questions. So shooting the breeze with somebody and you're saying, look, I want to do an MBA, the kind of question that might come up in that conversation. And so that is the kind of question that you need to prepare for. You need to prepare extensively for these. So that is one box. The second box is more specific questions about you. And so where you say, look, where do you work? What have you completed in your undergraduation? Which subject was your favorite? What is the role you work in? If it's a small company, what is the niche your company focuses on? What do you deliver? What do you stand for? What is your USP? Why are you better than or different from other companies in the same space? That kind of questions in your work. And very specific questions on what you have learned. Suppose you are a mechanical engineer, expect questions from mechanical engineering. Simple rule of thumb. The more years of experience you have, the more likely the question will be from work experience and less likely from ACADs. So if you have anything less than 2 years of experience, go in expecting ACAD questions and be very clear about that. The third bucket is broadly going to be current affairs. What is happening in the world out there. You need to have a clear idea about a bunch of things that's happening in India and globally. And for all of these, you need to have a certain depth. I'm going to go deeper into how exactly to structure your preparation and go after specific questions when we do that. There's going to be other videos to go where we help you dig deeper into each type of question. So that we will cover in a different video. But this current affairs thing, read a lot, follow up on a lot of, collect a lot of data, and make sure that you have the data sets filed away in your mind in different columns, so you can extract it whenever it's called upon. Right? Remember, the current affairs thing is somewhat linked to your broad answers about yourself. All of these questions are linked with each other. Right? So why would you want to do an MBA is linked with where you are working right now, how your current work experience, where your role calls out for an MBA. Right? So, and suppose you say I'm very interested in football, you'll need to be able to talk about 2018 World Cup and 2022 World Cup in Qatar. And so that's where the current affairs thing will need to be beefed up. So all of these are linked, and these are the 3 buckets that you have to focus on. So keep that as a very good kind of starting point on how you define your preparation. Into each bucket, how you can go and acquire depth, that we will cover in this good video.